Hi, everybody. Welcome back. We're now talking about Southern rock and outlaw country. And in the last module, we had ended with the Allman Brothers, and the Allman Brothers were considered the architects, or at least the initial architects of Southern rock. But now we're talking about Leonard Skinner, best known for making Southern rock popular in the 1970s. The band rose to worldwide recognition on the basis of its live performances and its signature tunes like Sweet Home Alabama. And as always, I'm going to try to play through these if they have us take it down. Always remember you can go back to these links on Canvas.
Three. Turn it Big wheels keep on turning, carry me home to see my kids, singing songs about the Southland. I miss Alabama once again, and I think it's the same. Yes. Well, I heard Mr. Young sing about her. Well, I heard O'Neill put her down. Well, I hope Neil Young will remember. I said that man don't need him around anyhow. Sweet home Alabama, where the skies are blue. Sweet home Alabama, Lord, I'm coming home to you. In Birmingham, they
Some wonderful guitar work, great piano work, and of course, very well known for the song Freebird. The same idea, wonderful guitar work, and very anthemic. Of course, when it comes down to listening to Leonard Skinner and it comes down to, a lot of the music that they play, you're going to find that there's really just a few chords. It just keeps going and around in a loop essentially within those same three. It's very similar to blues, very similar to, some simplistic jazz. But in the case of Freebird, I think that you'll find, again, as simple as it is, it's an anthem. If I leave here tomorrow, would you still remember me? Well, I must be traveling on now. There's too many places I've got to see. If I stay here with you, girl, things just couldn't be the same. 'Cause I'm as free as a bird now. As you can hear, the guitar work, that's a slide guitar. And we've seen the slide guitar, with the early prominent blues artists. That's the slide that we had talked about early on when we first met in class. On top of that, of course, acoustic guitar, some very folk elements and, lending very well to Southern rock. Now, at the peak of their success, 3 members died in an airplane crash in 1977, putting an abrupt end to their most popular incarnation. And Leonard Skinner was inducted in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in March 13th, 2006. But again, unfortunately, in 1977, an airplane crash had killed 3 of the original members. And on to ZZ Top. The band consists of lead vocalist Billy Gibbons, the band's leader, main lyricist and arranger, bassist and co-lead vocalist Dusty Hill, and drummer Frank Beard. One of the few major label recording groups to have held the same lineup for 40 years, and they're still together. One of the best-selling musical artists in history, and the band had global album sales in excess of 50 million in 2014. 11 gold records, 7 platinum, 13 multi-platinum, and their 1983 album Eliminator remains the group's most commercially successful record, selling over 10 million units. This is ZZ Top. And ZZ Top, again, when you watch their live shows, they're known for, a lot of guitar changes. You'd see them, they'd probably have about 20, 30 guitars that they take on tour, constantly changing out the guitars, flashy, stage presence. They've got the best amplifiers. It's truly amazing. But also on top of that, known for their cars. Get the idea of really heavy, guitar licks, of course, on top of it. Very well known for their, as today, cheesy videos, of course. At the time, we all were very impressed by those really awesome the guitars and their presence and the cars and all of that, just the over the top, rock and roll, of course, right? Another big hit for them, Sharp Dressed Man. Again, ZZ Top here.
Crazy about it, sharp as me.
And another huge hit, Legs. And of course, I'll just play just a touch of this. As you can hear, a lot of early blues elements. It's just, a little thicker, of course, a little more distorted because of the technology of the guitar amplification and also the differences in the guitars, as you can see here. Now, ZZ Top, these guys are also known for their beards, so I'm sure many of you'd note that as well, but I just want to point that out. Very famous for those trademark beards, of course, right? ZZ Top ranks 80th in U.S. album sales with 25 million units, and they were inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 2004, which leads us into the country Outlaws with the Southern Rock Boys. And we get into Willie Nelson. We can't talk about the history of rock and roll and not talk about Willie Nelson, one of the main figures of outlaw country, which was a subgenre of country that developed in the late 60s, early 70s, as a reaction to the conservative restrictions of the Nashville sound. Nelson is widely recognized as an American icon, of course. Inducted in the Country Music Hall of Fame in 1993 and received the Kennedy Center honor in 1998. During the mid-'80s, while creating hit albums like Honeysuckle Rose and recording hit songs like On the Road Again.
On the road again. Just can't wait to get on the road again. The life I love is making music with my friends, and I can't wait to get on the road again. On the road again. Going places that I've never been, seeing things that I may never see again. I can't wait to get on the road again. On the road again. Like a band of gypsies, we go down the highway. We're the best of friends, insisting that the world keep turning our way. And our way. On the road again. I just can't wait to get on the road again. The life I love is making music with my friends, and I can't wait to get on the road again.
Sounds like our early rock and roll, doesn't it? Sounds like some of the rockabilly that we had talked about. The other one, of course, another big hit, To All the Girls I've Loved Before. And again, I'll play just a touch of this, and I do apologize if they make us take these down. To All the Girls I've Loved Before sounds very, very 80s, I'm sure you'll find. A lot of it has to do with the keyboard technology, but I'll just play just a little bit here.
To all the girls I've loved before, who traveled in and out my door, I'm glad they came along. I dedicate this song to all the girls I've loved before. To all the girls I once caressed, then may I say I've been the best for helping me to go. I owe a lot, I know, to all the girls I've loved before. The winds of change always blow.
Very different, isn't it? He joined the country supergroup The Highwaymen, along with fellow singers Johnny Cash, Waylon Jennings, and Chris Christopherson. This is The Highwaymen.
I was a highwayman. Along the coach roads I did ride, with sword and pistol by my side. Many a young maid lost her baubles to my trade. Many a soldier shed his lifeblood on my blade. The bastards hung me in the spring of 25, but I am still alive. I was a sailor, I was born upon the tide.
And that, my friends, is Johnny Cash.
With the sea I did abide. I sailed a schooner around the Horn of Mexico. I went aloft to the world that made so little gonna blow. And when the yards broke off, they said that I got killed. But I'm living still. I was a dam builder across the river deep and wide.
Again, some great guitar work. On to Waylon Jennings, who is also part of the Highwaymen. During the 1970s, Jennings joined the outlaw country movement, and he released critically acclaimed albums like Lonesome, Ornery and Mean, and Honky Tonk Heroes, followed by hits like Dreamin' My Dreams and Are You Ready for the Country? In 1976, he released the album Wanted, The Outlaws with Willie Nelson and Jesse Coulter, which was the first platinum country music album. The album quickly reached number 1 on the country charts and peaked at number 10 on the pop charts, with two hit singles released, Suspicious Minds and Good Hearted Woman. And this is Suspicious Minds by Waylon Jennings.
We're caught in the trap. I can't walk out because I love you too much, baby.
Why can't you see what you're doing to me? When you don't believe a word I'm saying,
We can't go on together with suspicious minds. We can't build our dreams on suspicious minds. I saw an old friend I know.
Some great acoustic guitar work in that. Next up is The Good Hearted Woman. This is live here. And again, I do apologize if they take this down.
A long time forgotten, the dreams of this terrified. The good life he promised ain't what she's living today. Willie. But she never complains of the bad times or the bad things he's done, Lord. She just talks about the good times they've had and all the good times to come. She's a good-hearted woman in love with a good-time man. She loves him in spite of his ways she don't understand. Through teardrops and laughter, they'll pass through this world hand in hand. A good-hearted woman loving a good-time man. He likes the bright lights and nightlife.
Now, he also wrote Good Old Boys for the Dukes of Hazzard. And I know many of us know that, but let's go back to what we had talked about when we first met. Waylon Jennings, remember, he was supposed to be on the plane with Buddy Holly, right? And became a very, very important country artist. And in terms of the outlaw country movement, very important, country outlaw, star, essentially. So here's Waylon Jennings, the Dukes of Hazzard theme. And again, this was a huge, huge hit. And of course, even continuing on to, to this day, it still makes money on television and film, of course.
Just a good old boy.
And on to Hank Williams Jr. His musical style is often considered a blend of southern rock, blues, traditional country. He's the son of legendary country music singer Hank Williams. During the late 70s and into the mid-80s, Williams' songs constantly went into number 1 or number 2 spots with songs such as Family Tradition. And this is him singing with Kid Rock, of course, of all people.
Hip hop and country music singers have never really been that close of a family. The man, old Hank Jr., been awfully nice to me down here in Tennessee. And I guess it's because I want to change my direction.
Oh, yeah.
And I hope one day, Hank, that I will be a solid part of your family tradition. Come on!
Why do you drink?
Get drunk, come on!
Bobby, why do you roll smoke?
To get stoned.
Why must you wake up country and then you turn into rock and roll?
Get paid.
Over and over, everybody made our prediction. If we get stoned and sing some new hit songs, that's a real family tradition.
There's Hank Williams. Whiskey, Bent, and Hellbound, another big hit.
I've got a good woman at home who thinks I do no wrong. But sometimes, Lord, she just ain't always around. And you know that's when I fall. I can't help myself at all. And I get whiskey bent, hellbound. Play me some songs about a rambling man. Put a cold one in my hand. 'Cause you know I love to hear those guitar sounds. But don't you play, I'm so lonesome I could cry. 'Cause I'll get all balled up inside. And I'll get whiskey bent and hellbound.
And old habits here.
I kicked the habit of smoking back some time ago. And I tried the hard stuff, but I had to let all that go. But the toughest thing I ever gave up was today. 'Cause old habits like you are hard to break. I use lifesavers to help me.
Now, from 1989 until 2011, a version of his song, All My Rowdy Friends Are Coming Over Tonight, was used as the opening for broadcasts of Monday Night Football.
Are you ready for Frank and Al and Dan and their bang bang show? We're gonna make you smile and get rid of your blues and do the Monday Night Football boogie for you. I bet you're ready for some football. Miami and Cleveland are coming your way. It's Monday Night Football and it's time to play. watch. It's a Super Bowl season, driving in full gear. ABC's big party, the 25th year. We gotta get ready, we gotta get right. Monday night football's coming on tonight. So get ready, I mean get ready. Are you ready for some football? For Monday night party? Yeah, this is old Hank and I'm back and I'm ready to get this thing started. So put the teams on the field and get them pumped up right. Cause all my rowdy friends are back for Monday night. Rock 'em, boys. Well, for 25 years we've been watching these games. All the great teams and all the big names. From the Steel Curtain to two kids called Joe. Even Johnny U played on this show. We've seen the perfect pass and the race and back. The TD dive and the nasty sight. The best of all played on ABC. What we got here is a dynasty. Are you ready for some football? A Monday night party. This is rockin' Randall Hank, ready to get this thing started. Get those helmets crashing, the crowd is psyched. Cause all my rowdy friends are back for Monday night. Yes, everybody is a fan. This is the biggest party, man.
After making political comments regarding President Obama, he and his Monday Night Football medley was cut permanently. Between 1979 and 1992, Williams released 21 albums, 18 studio, and 3 compilation that were all at least certified gold by the RIAA. Thanks again, everybody, and please let me know if you have any questions. Take care.